Hello everyone, welcome to this week's quarantine football video. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys 5 more dribbling drills that you can do at home. For these drills, I have used 5 markers arranged in a line, spaced about 1 to 1.5 feet apart. If you have cones, be sure to use them as the markers, but if you don't, you can use any suitable object lying around the house like rolled up socks, cans, shoes, box lids, or anything else as the markers. For the space I've used 5 markers, but if you have less space, there's no problem, you can use less than 5 markers, and if you have more space, be sure to use more than 5 markers so you can get more repetitions. Our first drill is a cone weave using only one foot. As you can see, I started with my right foot. While weaving through the cones, it's important to get 2 touches with the inside of the foot and then 2 touches with the outside. Once you reach the last cone, round it using the inside of your right foot, and then continue the drill in the opposite direction. After doing a couple of repetitions with your right foot, do the drill with your left foot. If the left foot is your weaker foot, you might find this a bit difficult. Do it slowly at first, and increase your speed as you get comfortable with it. To have better control of the ball, make sure you take really small touches while doing this drill. Our second drill is the cone weave using both feet this time. While doing this drill, you're using both the inside and the outside of both feet. This allows you to gain mastery of the ball using different surfaces of your feet. Just like the last drill, once you reach the last cone, round it using the inside of your right foot. Now start the drill by taking a touch to the left of the first marker. This will allow you to round the last cone using the inside of your left foot. It's important to round the last cone using your right foot and your left foot so that both feet improve equally. Our third drill is the sole shift. As the name suggests, you'll be shifting the ball to the other side using the sole of your foot. While doing this drill, make sure you shift your entire body from side to side along with the ball. Practicing this drill can help you keep better control of the ball in tight spaces. Since I had previously started from the right side of the first marker, I now start from the left side of the first marker, allowing me to round the last cone using the inside of my left foot. For any of the dribbling drills in this video, it's very important to start from both the right and left side of the first marker. Next, we have the in and out dribbling drill. In this drill, you'll be pushing the ball in between the cones using the inside of your leading foot and then pulling the ball with the sole of your trailing foot. Once you reach the end of the last cone, simply swap feet and repeat the drill in the opposite direction. Once you have finished a few repetitions facing one way, repeat the drill facing the other way. The key to this drill is hopping on your feet as you go from one cone to the other. The final drill is the sole ladder. This drill is very similar to the figure of 8 drill we did in the previous video. However, this time you'll be continuing the motion up till the last cone. Once you reach the last cone, continue the drill backwards. To do this drill successfully, it's very important to hop as you move forwards and backwards. Again, make sure you do this drill starting from both the right side as well as the left side. This is a very effective drill as it can help you build your calf muscles. That's all we have for this video. I hope you guys keep practicing and come back better for the next one.